If I'm sure we have a handful of apparel brands on. If you have more questions for Alex, feel free to drop them in the chat. And then Alex, you can just type responses, or we'll have some time at the end that we can chat through it. Okay, pass over. We got a back-to-back Alex, which is going to be powerful. So we'll go from one Alex to the next. Pass over to Alex at Proxima and let you take over.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, I just want to say thanks so much for having us for this webinar today. We're really excited to be a part of it, and we look forward to speaking about customer acquisition in today's very challenging performance marketing environment. Maybe to the next slide, just to kind of frame the problem that we have today. As you guys know, customer acquisition is harder than it's ever been, right? Obviously, ever since iOS 14 happened, there's been a lot of challenges in terms of the cost of acquisition, profitability, efficiency, and that's not to mention just difficult fundraising environment, right? Getting access to capital, before this concept of being profitable was not a thing. And now everyone's looking for cash flow, break even, profitability, path to profitability. And the only way you can do that is really be efficient around how you acquire new customers and how you grow your revenue. On top of that, as we know, with this disconnected signal, with over 60% of people opting out of being tracked on iOS, and soon the deprecation of the cookie eventually coming around, you need an edge. You need to figure out how to find a better source of data to give you the correct signal so that you can get more efficient and more profitable. And for us, our approach to this, next slide, please. Our solution is to actually build the world's largest data pool of e-commerce transactions. So we now have amassed over 80 million US-based shopper personas where we can see what is being purchased, how much is being spent, how often they're spending across all key categories of products and services. And what we're doing is we're taking this signal, this shopper signal, where we literally can understand, are you buying a medium shirt or a large shirt or blue jeans versus black pants, whatever it might be, or using discount codes. We're using this very, very rich data, and we're enriching your understanding of not only your customers, but also pushing in using AI and machine learning, improve signal by generating audiences on major platforms like Meta, Google, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat, etc. On this next slide, we show you kind of the data enrichment in action. Today, one of the core kind of unique identifiers are now email and phone number, right? It's what we use to recover passwords. It's what we use to ultimately sign in, log into everything that we are digitally a part of in this world. And because we have such a large data set around the actual purchase behavior associated with emails and phone numbers, we have a lot of information around how people are actually behaving online, whether that's their net worth, cross-store purchases, the SKU level taxonomy, what are they actually buying, how are they purchasing across retail networks, and of course, social engagement. And this is after, call it now 4 years of intense data science, data engineering, machine learning, and just a lot of technical expertise of people far smarter than I am in our organization, plus having successfully raised $12 million last year as part of our Series A. We've invested very heavily into building this out, and our latest newly released technology, something we're very excited about, is called Conversion IQ, which we detail on this next slide. We have created a solution by partnering with a conversion pixel technology where we're able to take the signal that's in our very vast database around first-party purchase data, and we're able to drive that signal into a better targeting algorithm to drive Meta's pixel to show the best ads to the best customers for your businesses. And the way it works is, let's use an example. Let's use other Alex, who presented really well, and myself. Let's say Alex is a super purchaser of men's fitness apparel. And meanwhile, I don't buy much. I can see he's a golfer, so he likes, he's definitely more sporty than I am. And let's say I don't do any sort of sport purchases, right? I'm actually just kind of someone that likes to cruise around, check out websites, follow some things on social, but just doesn't buy nearly as much as Alex. Now, our database can actually recognize that. We can see based on the purchase history that Alex at some point is purchasing more fitness, more apparel, things that are associated with a certain brand. And let's say our client is Alo Yoga, just to throw a brand we all recognize out there. If we both add to cart on the Alo Yoga site, what our technology can do is actually more heavily weight Alex's add to cart signal for that event. Meanwhile, reducing or even completely filtering out my event because I'm a low quality customer that refunds and exchanges and does all these things that make a brand's life more annoying, more difficult. And we're able to then take the signal and then filter out poor quality events, weight more heavily the high quality events, so that Meta actually is going to show your ads to other people that behave on social like Alex, not like this Alex, right? And that's the power of the targeting that we've built. And what's really great is it freaking works. Next slide, we show you the actual performance results. You can see in this first example at the top, this is our Proxima campaign head-to-head against Advantage shopping campaigns, which a lot of brands are leveraging today. And you can see like we're more than double the ROAS of their top performer, and where I think this is a 54% reduction in cost of acquisition. This second screenshot below is actually of a A/B test using Meta's framework where we go head to head with our Proxima Test Challenger against Proxima BAU. This is for an excellent client and brand called Coterie Baby Diapers. Awesome brand, and we have produced a significant reduction in CAC for them. And that's ultimately for us a really exciting way for us to deliver value. And then once we beat them or beat the BAU campaigns, business as usual campaigns, then it's all about scaling up and delivering results. On this last slide, I'm very excited to say that we are officially bringing back our efficiency guarantee. And what this is we understand that for marketers, there's risk in testing things, right? Ultimately, everyone should be testing, but efficiency is so important today that you just do not want to waste budget or your own time on something that you feel like is not going to give you the results you're looking for. So we put our money where our mouths are. We actually went ahead and during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we made our own deal and we said, if you test any lost revenue from testing with us, we will actually write you a check to cover the difference, truly making it risk-free. And I think we have now over 70 tests we've done. I've written 3 checks. So I'm not guaranteeing that it always works, but the efficiency guarantee means that at least on a monetary level, you're not going to be losing out. And we're bringing it back officially in order to make this really easy to help as many brands and clients as possible find that performance and efficiency they're all looking for in 2025. Brandon, we'll kick it back to you. Do you have any questions or anything from the chat?
No questions that came through yet. I'm going to drop a link through to that Conversion IQ page on the Proxima site in the chat. So if you want to go through and put Alex to the test, see if you can get a check written to you, but ideally you don't, because then you get more conversion rate. So we'll go there. Alex, awesome presentation. Really appreciate you jumping in. I know there's some scheduling pieces, so really appreciate you cutting out the time to come and present for us today. That was incredible.